So, this is episode 0. This isn't episode 1, per se. This is the... We're going to give you an idea of what the hell this is. This is, of course, if you watch the title, or looking on YouTube or wherever, a cinema nasty, which sounds like something you'd get kicked out of the cinema for. But in reality, it's about me and my friend Adam here, the one who's looking like he's about to fall asleep.
I'm perfectly fine. I'm very alert.
Every episode, or every week, hopefully when we get this done, we will be talking about a film, a singular film, discussing, breaking it down, and having a bit of fun with it. There's going to be rules for this, but we'll get into that in a second. So, you may recognize me if you've been on the site a while. I have been with InfinityCast since it used to be called NerdX, in its previous incarnation. I was writing out reviews, articles, and in 2 different cases, obituaries. Like, I wasn't expecting to write that for a nerdy website, but Toby Hooper and George A. Romero. Then we came back on this. I also co-host an Untitled Nerdcast with Patrick, and we also stream every week. It's all a good bit of fun. This is Adam. Adam, you might not recognize unless you pay attention to our streams. Adam, would you like to introduce yourself?
I don't think they would recognize me from the streams anyway.
Just from the police reports?
Yeah, just them. The odd wanted poster. But yeah, I think we've only done audio on the streams so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Adam. I work in IT. I faff about on the internet a fair bit. That's ropey at best. I make things, do strange things.
I do strange things.
Well, I mean, how do you describe the things I get up to? In polite company.
Come back to me with that one. Anyway, so this is okay. So me and Adam have been friends. Jesus, I'm pretty sure we've been friends since I was about 19.
Ooh, I would say, how old are you now?
31.
You're 31 now.
We met.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So we met like through a friend. Then we actually met at a birthday party, which we can't really go into details. And then we kind of just kept falling into each other's orbits over the years. I remember, I signed up for a course. Came in 3 days late. Walked in, and had you just go, "Wait a minute, I know you."
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, that was. And over the last while, we kind of, once again, orbits kind of parted, but then, international pandemic brought everyone together and we got chatting again. And it's been really great getting to talk to you again. And now we're going to do a couple projects and shit, which is fun.
Yeah, we've been surprisingly productive compared to just thinking about doing things.
We're actually doing
more
things.
Form. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we're doing it now.
Yeah, I know. So getting onto the thing we're doing now, because you're here to watch the thing we're doing now, or you're here to understand the thing we're going to do eventually. A cinema nasty. So, episodes about individual films every week. So, an idea, the first film we're going to do, once again, that'll be episode 1, will be the classic Event Horizon.
I think it's a quality first choice.
So do I.
It's been a very long time since I watched it.
We'll get in much deeper detail on when we actually do the film. But
of course.
There has to be there's 3 rules we've kind of worked out. 1, before we record an episode, we have to watch the film in question 24 hours before the episode, just so it refreshes the memory. 2, it must be released in the cinema. No straight to DVD or made for TV movies, unless it's part of a big franchise, and we do a big franchise like Hellraiser or Tremors, or, films with 90 different fucking sequels, but they could be really fun. And 3, individually, we have to find something fun to talk in the movies to talk about to you. These films could be atrocious. They could be terrible, but they have to be fun. I think some of the films we picked out for this season are really fun. I don't want to go anything. I don't want to give anything away past Event Horizon, but they should be really, really, really fun.
I think we got a good list, and honestly, there's so many films that got dredged out of our memories whenever we started discussing it.
Yeah, a couple films that won't be in our first list. But then I'm trying to think of Dog Soldiers popped up because why didn't we put that on the list? Or at least 2 Jackie Chan movies. I can't remember which ones.
I grew up on Jackie Chan movies. Would be there a while trying to figure that one out.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. There's Universal Soldier popped up. stuff like that. Like that's what popped up after we had. Okay, we've got the solid 8 episodes and a very, 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 very good special. Now, the reason I call it a very, very good special is Egerton, who, as you know, he's in charge of the website. I've had him on a few times for Untitled Nerdcast. For a man who's run 2 separate, very, 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 very nerd-centric websites, one of them was called The Nerd X, he knows fuck all about films, TV, games, anything. But I mentioned the films, because there's going to be 3 of them in our special, and he's like, oh, that sounds good. So I count that as a pretty good mini review of what we're planning.
I just went and got the episode list up because I couldn't remember which films we selected.
This is going to come out probably a day before we record Event Horizon, which I am okay. I'm going to talk about it very briefly because I've not watched the movie in about 3 or 4 years. I think since I sat down and watched it. Yeah, I think that's last time I seen it. How about you?
I couldn't even tell you.
Like, so brief in case you're going in blind thinking, what the hell is this movie? It is a sci-fi horror film with supernatural elements. Basically, it's a ghost story in space. But I find it a very unique film because it's a good movie by a director who does fun movies that aren't always good. And that's Paul W.S. Anderson. That's the first Mortal Kombat movie. All of the Resident Evil movies. The first Alien vs. Predator movie. His next movie is fucking Monster Hunter, which looks atrocious.
You don't have hope?
I don't. Like, I'm not a big fan of... I'm not a big fan of the series. Not I have anything against it. I've just never sat down and, give it a go. But my flatmate is, and he looked at the big final thing was Mila Jovovich with the flaming swords about to fight whatever the fuck that thing is, and he goes, well, that's just stupid. That thing's immune to fire attack. Fair enough. You know more about this than me, and seems like a good gripe. But Paul W. Anderson only really has 2 movies which his and very much original. That sounds really, I sound horrible to say that, but that aren't based on a pre-existing property. Alien vs. Predator, Mortal Kombat, Resident Evil, etc. And it's Event Horizon and a movie that came out afterwards called Soldier. And Soldier's fun and all, but it's a very slow movie. Have you seen it?
I don't think I've seen Soldier at all.
Kurt Russell playing a clone super soldier in the future.
I assumed that's what it was. I heard Soldier and I thought, I bet Kurt Russell
yeah,
is a super soldier.
Oh my god, we didn't put this... Wait, no, I'm not saying... No, I don't know if we put Escape from New York in season 1, but I don't even think we mentioned it. Oh, it hurts.
How did we not? Okay.
How did we not? Season 2.
Look, we have many films.
We have many.
The world's full of films, and there's lots of fun films to discuss.
Yeah.
I think the thing that we do need to say is why you should listen to us discuss them. What's the worst B movie you've ever seen?
Oh, that's me on the spot. Worst for it's bad and I don't like it, or worst and it's like that's shit, but it's amazing.
No, worst outright. Most unpleasant experience you've had.
Oh Christ. Oh, it's not. It's not okay.
You thought would be bad.
Okay. This is a movie I went in high hopes with, right? And it's actually quite recent, and it has Kurt Russell in it. Usually I love Kurt Russell, but he wasn't good. This movie just wasn't good. It's a movie called Bone Tomahawk.
What?
Yeah, it's like a Western horror thing, and it's like, it's really every single thing I'm about to say about it makes it sound worse, and that's the thing a lot. It's a Western. There's a town, and in the middle of nowhere. Then we lost Adam for a second. Did his camera drop?
Yeah, we did. We did. I've been watching it happen this whole time.
You're just waiting for it to go. Wee. Don't worry. I'll just edit it out, and we can.
No.
I'll keep it in.
Keep my failures in.
I'll keep your failures in.
Oh my god, come back though. Oh my god, go back to your home.
Anyway, the shit movie. Oh, Christ, even thinking about it hurts. This town is attacked by a bunch of. They're not Native Americans, but they're Native Americans who are basically the Native American equivalent of that family from the Hills of Eyes.
They're Native Americans.
No, yeah, it's bad. It is. Though. Then the violence in it, it's just disgusting. Not like fun, like his rib cage explodes and there's guts everywhere, but more of the, oh, you're just going with this. And the scene that comes in mind is a character is scalped. That takes a couple minutes, by the way. Then he is hung upside down and sawed in half.
Now I can sort of guess how long it would take to saw a person in half, how long it would take to dramatically film it, and how long I'd want to watch it for.
Okay,
They're all very, very different from each other.
No, it's like a thwip. And the thwip example I will give is Die Hard with a Vengeance, with the cable that comes down and cuts the guy in half. That's grand. Or a funny little thwip, and the guy just goes like Ron Perlman in Blade 2. This is and it's just horrible, and it's just it's worse than the Hostel movies, because at least the Hostel movies had a very, 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 very dark sense of humor about everything. This just is this. It's just painful and it's just horrible, and I hated it. As for it, and I count it as a B movie just for its plot alone. It's got quite high, I say high production standards. It still looks like shit, but
it cost a lot.
It looks like it costs a lot, you know. But for a B movie, which is shit but is amazing, I'm going to go with a modern Trauma movie. Now, Trauma, if you don't know, if you don't know, fucking hell, Toxic Avenger, Nuke 'em High. They're like these horrible, fun, stupid American B movies. And for a fun one, well, at least modern, at least 10 years, it's called Father's Day. It's uber violent, it's disgusting, but it's also got a ridiculously dark sense of humor, and it is it's a silly, surreal comedy with ridiculous amounts of violence. At one point, main character beats someone to death, shoots him, tears his head, and then throws him off a dam, and turns around to two other guys and goes, "Yeah, now let's go finish him off." It's a cartoon. It's live action, but it's basically a cartoon, and it's really, really fun. That's the level of this is a bad B movie just because it's shit and horrible. This is a bad B movie that's really fun, even if it's somewhat shit and horrible. The same guys actually went on to I think some of the creative team went on to make The Void, which is a very different kind of horror movie. It's very serious and Lovecraftian and shit. How about you? Worst B movie / worst B movie, but fun.
Well, I used to have a B movie night. That was a regular fixture at my old house. A bunch of friends would come over, and we'd do that. Then we'd play poker and generally have a party. The B movies it was aimed strongly towards finding absolute crap. But the only movie we ever turned off was Mammoth.
I hate the fact I've seen this one.
Trash. It's genuinely like, okay, the premise, okay, there's a giant mammoth becomes unfrozen. It's not a great premise to begin with, but there's opportunity there, and they squander it.
So this is this is I'm pretty sure this was a sci-fi original movie, and
I don't know that it was.
I remember watching it on Sci-Fi, and I thought it was like under their title, but I don't think it's
rented this from the video store on DVD.
Really.
Yeah, the old video shop.
Yeah.
Have loads of B movies in, so that's how we came to this conclusion.
The only two things I remember is I think Summer Glau was in it, and the actor, I can't remember his name, but he was Dallas in Alien. The movie just ends with him frozen with a golf club or something in a lab.
I don't know. I turned it off.
Yeah.
It was so bad. The pacing as well. I mean, it's a mammoth. It can knock things over whenever you need it to keep things entertaining. Don't drag it out. Do not make me suffer your trash longer than I need to. Everything about Mammoth. It infuriated. It's one of the few movies I've ever turned off. Now I have a mission for you as well.
Okay.
Movie.
Oh God, you got.
This is one that traumatized me as a child, and I remember eventually seeing it again. It
Yeah.
was a late night movie. I still don't know the name of it.
Give me a vague description. I'll see it. Is this the challenge to see if David knows what the fuck you're on about?
was this weird beach town type deal. I think it was a beach town. It was a bit confusing.
Okay.
They had people doing stuff. They'd come up with this drug that could make you super strong and super fast, but caused weird effects. You know, people were killing themselves because it was, you know, it was too much for them. But also for some reason, you know, it made them heal strangely. And there were people that, like, the key scene was the person whose ear grew out of their hand.
I have literally no idea what the fuck you're on about. But
I have tried my best to find out.
I feel like, hey, look, if you don't watch this, give us a call. This is the homework for you guys, by the way. Comment what the fuck you think this movie is.
Now, the ear hand happened because it was a guy was on the skate ramp and he was on the drug and he was going higher and higher and higher. And
Wait. Was he a child?
To the extreme.
Wait. Was he a wee kid?
And land.
No. Was he a kid?
Oh, he might have been a kid. Yeah.
Okay. Was this wait? Was this Australian or New Zealand or something?
I don't actually remember.
I think I know. Oh shit! I think I know.
Oh no! Come on.
Wait! I think I might.
Be pulling this out of your ass.
No,
now.
I think I might know what this is. Does a pregnant woman's baby, like, just explode out and attach itself to, like, it's like a.
That sounds familiar.
It's not even a baby. It's like the afterbirth or something. Like, it just turns into gas, but the afterbirth just, like, latches on their husband, and a guy goes for a wank and it just explodes, literally.
Yeah. There was.
Oh shit!
Explosion.
Okay. I think I know what movie this is, but I can't remember the name of it. Shit. Oh Christ! 1 second. No. It's more in fact. I think a YouTube channel that if this is one of your ones, I will give you a shout out right here. I think they did this film. Oh Christ! Yeah. We're gonna find this.
I don't think it's by any means the best movie I've ever seen. I just think it's a nice, fun option.
Oh wait, no, I remember who it is. Shit, I remember the channel it is. Oh fucking hell! It's a channel called okay, I'll double check in case it is. Yes, The Supplement from Body Melt. The movie's called Body Melt.
Body Melt.
Yes, I think it is. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering, I picked this up from Renault Gaming. This is a guy who is literally a doctor of your life, and he'll pick random diseases or monsters from games and describe how it would technically work. And I remember him talking about this fucking movie. So hopefully that's right. Fingers crossed. The only reason I remember is I just remember the fucking kid on the skateboard wrecking themselves. Oh, come on. Please tell me we got that right. And if so, Renault Gaming, thank you. I think it sounds like Body Melt, man.
It does.
It looks like it was a disgusting movie, mate. Like, one point, someone just like pulling ribs out for no reason and snot, attacking people. It's disgusting. Anyway,
My B movie to show people is definitely.
Yeah.
This is one for you. I like getting the projector out and making people watch Meet the Hollowheads.
It's a movie I've not watched, but I know it's.
I've made people sick with it.
That's a bit of a reveal for one of the movies that may or may not be on season 1 list. All I know about it is that it's a parody of the Jetsons.
It's so much more than that. You got to remember, this is the fever dream of one rogue special effects director who made his own damn movie.
To be fair, there's a lot of them these days.
Yeah, this wasn't these days.
It was those days.
Yes.
Anyway,
those days.
Just bring it back so we can exit out. This is the kind of shit we're going to talk about, but specifically about individual movies. Episode 1 will be Event Horizon, which will either be out the same day as this or the day after. But yeah, it's going to be fun. All I can say to that is, do you see? No? I don't know getting that.
No, I just assumed I was giving you a moment to do your bit.
Oh, I honestly thought you were about to join on me. Anyway. Yeah. We can leave it there. You can go on and watch the first episode, which hopefully will have a better ending than this, because we'll literally be talking about the next movie in the line. But yeah. See you there. Have fun.
See. Is it going to have an exciting ending?
This one?
Yes, it is. Oh, I can't wait to talk talk on the end of that episode.
I'm with that,
This is
but
one of my favorites.
I'm with that. Cheer, bye.
Bye bye.